Does it like Prince. Of course, at 57, Prince was found at home today, unresponsive. Details are still coming into the studio, and we'll get that information to you along the way, but we'd love to talk to you, hearing some great stories and memories of his purple badness. The phone lines are open at WDAS 215-263-1053 in the tri-state area, 877-894-1053. Frankie Darcell with you, and I've got a co-host that stopped on. She happens to be a Prince fan as well. The fabulous Natasha Brown from CBS3. How you doing?
I've been better. I can honestly tell you. This has been a really sad day. I mean, and it took a while really to digest this all because I kept seeing the tweets and people talking about it. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to need some more confirmation because I just couldn't believe that Prince was dead.
Yeah, and you know what? You're a fan as well. It takes you back to some great memories. What does it do for you?
It does. Like a moment ago, you played my absolute favorite song, "Adore." Like that's, I think, the best love song ever made. And it's just so distinctively Prince, So it took me back to circa, I don't know, 1980 something.
Well, 1980.
we won't talk about that. But I kind of grew up with him. And you know how music always takes you back? It's like, just a moment in time. And it was just good times. I was young and listen to Prince.
You still look good, girl.
I appreciate it. I'm not as young, but in my mind, it took me back to a really good place.
So on a day like today, the wind comes out of the sail. On the radio side, we really get to talk about how we feel about it. We're taking phone calls from our listeners. You're an anchor as well. What are they talking about in the newsroom? And what are you seeing and what are you hearing?
Well, we're definitely getting reaction. People that have worked with Prince or have known him. Philly is a music town, so I believe we talked to Kenny Gamble, some other folks who really have vested interest in how music has changed all of us in some way, and how Prince, his music, certainly has as well. So we're kind of reflecting on that and really talking to people who knew him, had some interaction with him, just so we can bring his memory to life.
Yeah, this is one of those stories that you cover when you have a personal connection to the story.
Yeah, how
have you covered that?
I came in a little somber today, and everybody was kind of like, "Oh, Natasha, you going to be okay? Can you bring it together to do this?" But I would want to be the one to do this because I feel like, I appreciated his music long before I was ever an anchor, long before I ever did what I do now. I'm just a true fan. So.
One memory before you go.
The memory I have is thankfully I was able to see him soon after I got here to Philadelphia when he played at the Spectrum at the time. It was a birthday concert for me. It was around my birthday, and I never will forget that concert. I had never seen him before that, and sadly enough, I won't ever again, but at least I have that memory.
Good. Natasha Brown, CBS3. Good to have you in the studio.
Good to
chat.
Be here.
We're going to do more Prince coming up in just a little bit. We'll take some more phone calls as well. And we're Philly's best R&B and throwbacks. 105.3 WGAS.